You and I both had quite a busy weekend, so let me start with you. You were out red carpeting, the Toronto International Film Festival is going on. What did you get yourself up to?
Well, I went to the Hello Canada magazine TIFF party, which was a huge blast. Lots of Canadian stars there, of course, coming out supporting the magazine. I caught up with a few of them, chatted, about some film stuff, but I admit I got myself in a little bit of trouble chatting about politics.
Okay.
Some of them loved it, some hated that I brought it up. Nonetheless, I did get some very interesting responses, so let's take a look at those.
Do you think that Justin Trudeau is Prime Minister material?
I do. I think he's fantastic. I like fresh blood. I like a young energy, and I think that
our country needs a change.
The Ford Nation has to stop rolling. It's crazy time.
You know, his approval rating is almost the same as before the whole crack scandal.
Is it?
Yes. Hillary Clinton says climate change is the biggest issue facing the world today. Do you agree?
Yes, I believe it is. I believe it is. I was watching a David Suzuki special on the oceans today, and climate change is the biggest problem, is the biggest issue facing the world today.
I think that Trudeau is a great candidate, to be honest with you. I think just the Trudeau family, for people that immigrated to this country from outside of Canada, the Trudeau family means a lot because they've opened a lot of doors around the world. When there's people that are in need of housing, when there's homeless people, when there's starving people, to me, I'd rather make sure that we take care of our poor and the class that is fighting and fighting and fighting to be able to feed their children. I'm more, I don't know, into that rather than the climate change. This is the best TIFF interview I've ever done, yes, because it's the most fun as opposed to what movies, that's nice.
What are your impressions of Justin Trudeau? Do you think he's Prime Minister material?
I suppose he could be. He seems to be. But then I see those ad campaigns from the PCs that are ripping him and he's stripping or something. I don't know. Who knows anymore who can be Prime Minister? Rob Ford can be mayor. I guess anybody can be
Do you think that he'll get voted in again?
You know, sadly, I don't think the other candidates are blowing anybody out of the water. I'm sure they have things in their closets. Doesn't everybody in some way or another?
All right, Gina, you got a lot out of them. Well done.
Ford, Trudeau, climate change. That's what I tried to focus on. Some of them started out going, no, I don't talk about politics. And then I kind of to say, like, how long have you been in Toronto? And would you vote for Ford again? That kind of thing. You kind of warm them up, and eventually they started spilling.
Well, as I mentioned, I also had quite a busy weekend, and I was out with my beautiful friend Emma and Bobby. They got married at a beautiful ranch in Lowville, Ontario. I want to thank Candy Ice for this gorgeous jewelry that they lent me, because there it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that stunning? Candy Ice, fabulous Lucy. She created those beautiful pieces. But I would have to say, and for any woman watching us right now that was a Young and the Restless fan at one point, Gina Phillips, and you met him over the weekend as well. Shamar Moore. Need I say more? Well, I had the pleasure of meeting him. My husband even has a man crush on him, so I don't feel bad about talking about my affinity towards Shamar Moore. $1 Million Smile, that guy.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. My producer here, Nelson, of course, who's also a prolific writer. He was there to interview him, and I tagged along as a super fan.
Where were you guys?
And we were at Union. So his movie, The Bounce Back, it's here at TIFF. So it was the wrap party for his movie, and it's a terrific story, fascinating guy. But just, for old time's sake, Gina, let's take, we were going to show a great clip from Young and the Restless. He's back now for 2 episodes as Malcolm Winters.
Oh, wow.
And bringing back the Malcolm character, so everyone's a big fan. Entertaining weekend for you, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw Shamar Moore as well. I got the chance to speak with him, and I admit I had plans to ask him all these questions, but he sort of sweeps you away. Just the way that he talks, he's got these sparkling eyes and this smile, and he talks a lot. So you get him going, and he just does not stop. But nonetheless, the women were all over him on the red carpet.
Yeah,
I must
no
say.
doubt about it. All right, Gina, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.